Hi everyone! I literally just posted my Booktubeathon Day 3 update video, and I mentioned something about a July book haul. Well, I got bored, so I decided to do it now. So, I have here with me, this is actually a second take, because on my first one, my dad was like, "Margaret, here's your laundry." And I'm like, "Okay, filming," and he must not have heard me. So he kept knocking, he said, "Margaret, come get your laundry," and I'm like, "Dad, I'm filming!" So I decided to start over. But I think there's 11. And last weekend, I decided to go with my dad to some used bookstores around here. And I got, in these specific bookstores, I went to 3 different ones, and I got 6 books for $35, literally, in almost perfect condition. So, like, how awesome. I don't normally do use bookstores or libraries just because I like to have my books, like, perfect and all that. These really are legitimately almost perfect. So, the first book I got was The Host by Stephenie Meyer, and I've never read any Stephenie Meyer. What an odd sentence. Stephenie Meyer. I said, I've never read any Stephenie Meyer, this name, before, because it was the same thing with Harry Potter, you know, no vampires, blah, blah, blah. And, but I have seen the movies 1 through 3, and my parents won't let me see the last 2 without them because I've heard it gets a little, you know, so I'm sure you guys know. So, I saw this, and I have absolutely no idea when I'm going to get to this. I can tell you for sure it probably won't be in this century. I really mean this year. Just because, I mean, I have so many other things, but look at that tag. $7 for this, and it is in perfect condition, and it is normally $26. So whether or not I'm ever going to read it, it was $7. So ever do decide to read it, now I don't have to go and buy the $26 one. Yes. This next one is this from the same store. It's called the Thrifty Peanut. It's this used bookstore. So we went to 2 different Thrifty Peanuts and then a thing called the Book Rack, which I had never been to. It was neat. So I found Shiver by Maggie. My brother has a friend with this last name who is actually German, so it's pronounced Stiefvater. That solved your problems, didn't it? So, Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. And I, was reading this, like currently reading this, but then Booktubeathon happened and this didn't really fit any of my categories, so I decided to put it off until a little bit after Booktubeathon. Fantastic. I'm loving it. Why does that get so much hate? No one likes this. They're like, "Oh, it's stupid. It's just like Twilight. I hate Twilight." Why? It's good. I'm almost done with it. It really is good, though. I really enjoyed it. So good. Should I be giving synopsis? This is what people do in book hauls. So this is about a girl who lives in Mercy Falls, and she has a special connection to this one wolf behind her house, which is a little kind of, she falls in love with a wolf. But which is kind of similar to Twilight, but the story doesn't go about it the same way. The main character isn't nearly annoying as Bella Swan, so we like that, don't we? So then the next book I got, I saw this spine, and I'm like, no. And this is also another book that I got from that same store. So I got those 3. And that is The Sky is Everywhere by Janey Nelson. I've been looking for this everywhere. Finally found it. Nearly perfect condition. $5. $4.99. Can we? I know it's not really all that pretty. The pretty cover. Ooh. I know it's not the pretty green cover. I hate green. Oh well. I know it's not that cover, but I'm so excited to get this. I'm pretty sure this is about a girl named Lenny, whose sister apparently abruptly dies. I'm really bad at synopsis. Something about a love triangle or something. So I cannot wait to read this. I'm gonna die. I'm seriously gonna die. Then these 3 are off in the next store. One of the stores we went to, I couldn't really find anything. I saw this sitting around on a table, and I'm like, "Hey, lady, can I have that?" I didn't really do that, but I'm like, is that on hold for someone, or can I take them? It is A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray, and I've never read anything by Libba Bray before, and I am so excited to. This is actually the one that I wanted to start with instead of, like, the Diviners, or... Is that it? Well, I don't know. Plus, this is a beautiful cover, perfect condition. They write their prices on the inside. $7. Hardback for $7 in perfect condition. Yes, please. Oh, pretty sure this is about a girl who goes to like a boarding school, and I think it's also kind of paranormally. You get a feel for that. Then this is a book I always see Barnes & Noble, but I can never force myself to read. Not read, buy. The Iron King by Julie Kakawa. And I've wanted to read this forever and buy it forever, but I just, hey, there's a bookmark in here. Cool. I wonder if this person never finished it. That would be sad to not finish it. Anyway, so I've never been able to force myself to buy it, and I don't know why, because I really do want to read it. It sounds interesting. It just looks cool. It's about this girl who, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of kingdom system in the woods behind her house or something. It's always in the woods behind the house. I have woods behind my house. What if I meet an awesome paranormal boy back there? Anyway, so fairy. I get the fairy thing. Like, not fairy as in like Tinkerbell, but fairy as in F-A-E-R-Y. The fairies that no one likes or something. So, I'm really excited to read this. Really am. I hope to get to it kind of soon, but who knows. Then there's this book. It's called Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. Have you guys ever heard of this? You know, I know it's not all that well known, but I mean, I just thought it looked good. I mean, the synopsis is interesting. It sounds like a really interesting female protagonist with two really awesome dudes who are like fighting over something. I get vampire and werewolf. Just kidding. Everybody knows what this is. It's Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. And the very interesting female protagonist was Bella Swan. Can't even joke about that. But I was also currently reading this before I decided to crack open Shiver just to see what it was about. But then I'm like, wait, this is good. So I kept going. But I got this far, and I am loving it. Why do people hate on this series? A, it's kind of mean to openly hate series, just like, oh, I hate that series. Oh, they're so untalented. Was she drunk when she wrote that? Or whatever. Some books may not be all that good, but do you have to hate on them in public? Nah. I mean, you know, your opinion's okay, like, nah, that wasn't okay, but being all criticism, people are awful towards this series, and I don't know why. It's good. I really like it so far. Sure, Bella's a super annoying human being who I really wish would die because she's very annoying sometimes. I don't really wish she would die. She's okay at times. She's okay. Oh, she pushes my buttons. But, see, I love the world that she's built. And I've only seen the movies 1 through 3, like I mentioned earlier. And Bella's a lot better in the books. Because sometimes it'll say, like, I said this, I laughed. And I'm like, oh, Bella laughs? So she's a lot more interesting in the books than in the movies. And then I love the world that Stephenie's built. And you know what? If you're watching Stephenie Meyer, which you're totally not, but if you are, good job. You are taking all this hate for a series that I don't know much about because I'm only about 150 pages in, 138 pages in. I don't know all that much about, but you did good and you're building the story world. Whether or not people like it, you did good for yourself. And there are people out there that like it. I'm really liking it. So, people, hate is gonna hate. Ha. So then next, I'm gonna have to pick up this stack in multiple. So, I'm so excited to tell you guys this. I, as you know, went on vacation, and I went to, you guys are good, I went to Half Price Books, and I met up with Whitney from Whitney Novels. She is as sweet and funny and hilarious as she is online than that she is in real life. And Half Price Books, she was right, was amazing. Amazing, amazing. It was so good, and I bought some books. 2 of these are actually not from Half Price Books. I don't know why. So this is a book. We had to stop at Walmart for something on the way there because we like forgot like a toothbrush or something. And so my mom said that she would buy me 4 by Veronica Roth because she loves that series too, and she never buys me books. I buy my own, and I'm fine with that because I babysit for a lot of money and I get allowance. So she just said she would treat me to it also because she's gonna read it. And as you guys know, I just finished this for Booktubeathon. But I would go to Walmart, and it was a lot cheaper. Instead of $20 for a regular hardback at a Barnes & Noble or an actual bookstore or something, it was only $12.99 or $39 or $49 or maybe $47. Let's just say $13. So she bought this for me, which is super sweet. Thank you, Mommy. But so good. So just do it. Do it. And then today, like literally today, I went and bought Rebel Spring by Morgan Rose, the sequel to Fallen Kingdoms at oh wait. Sorry. This is I forgot the little synopses or whatever. The 4 short stories from 4's perspective, because if you didn't know, Veronica, everybody knows this, why am I saying it, but I'm gonna do it anyway for those little underdogs out there who don't know. Veronica Roth originally started to write the Divergent trilogy from 4's perspective, but she didn't like how it was written. She got about 30 or 40 pages in and decided she didn't like it, so she put it down for like 3 or 4 years. Then she decided to come back, and her mind had invented Triss, this girl from Abnegation, and she kept going. But these are some scenes in Divergent from 4's point of view and just other things. So good. I can't. Anyway, back to this. Sequel to Fallen Kingdoms. Obviously, I can't go into detail because it's a sequel. # spoilers. But, super good. I really, 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 really highly suggest Fallen Kingdoms to anybody who likes high fantasy or anybody who just likes a big mix of everything in a book. Next, I got The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams Chima. What is that? Okay. By Cinda Williams Chima. This is the, if you didn't know, Booksplosion Book of the Month, which is pretty much the only reason why I got it. Just because I love high fantasy, but I don't think I'm going to get to it this month, so in all honesty, I kind of regret buying it. This starts my half-price books. These are all from half-price books. But, you know, I'm excited to read this. This is about, I haven't even read the synopsis. Wow. This dude who takes medicine and he is stronger and fiercer and more confident. Well, he must be some kind of different person in this system. And if I'm guessing correctly, the government doesn't like these different people, so they try and take them over. Like every other dystopian book ever, or any YA book. Also, while I was there, I saw New Moon by Stephanie Meyer just because, I mean, it was $2.99 for perfect condition. And I knew I was going to finish Twilight, might as well have it now, just for cheaper. And you know what this is about. Next, I bought A Heart Defect. You know what it is? The Star Will Go Out by Esther Earl. I want to read this so bad because, as you guys know, The Fault in Our Stars is my husband. So, we're married, totally. And, you know, this girl, if you don't know, which, I mean, you probably do. I'm sorry, I'm telling you guys things you already know, but hey, my channel, you get to listen to me. This is about the girl who inspired Hazel Grace Lancaster in The Fault in Our Stars. And the foreword, the little introduction is written by John Green, which is so cool because, I mean, you know me and John Green. I'm really excited to read this. I'm going into it very wary, you know, because emotional. Whew, can't go through all that much, but it looks so good. She looks like a beautiful and sweet, inspirational girl. And I bet this book is going to be beautiful and sweet and inspirational just like her. And I can't wait to learn more about her life and learn all the lives that she touched. And it's going to be great, and I'm really excited, and it means a lot. Even though I haven't read it, it already means a lot to me that she wrote it. And also, the final book of this haul, at least for now, is Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I saw this, and I'm like, oh, I have not read any Rainbow Rowell before. I'm not a fan of profanity in books, and I one time, like, flipped through Eleanor and Park or something, and I saw the F word, like, 7 times on every page, and I'm like, whoa, I don't like this girl. But, you know, I haven't really heard all that much about it, and I'm aware that this is an adult book, so I don't like, the only reason why I didn't read her because of profanity, the first book I pick up from her is an adult book, so I really hope it isn't profane or crude or inappropriate, you know, like that. But, a lot of the other booktubers have read it, and I get that they're, like, in their 20s and in college and all that, but, you know, I'm emotionally strong, JK, but, it just looks so good, and like on page 11, I have not come across any curse words, and since their marriage is kind of messed up, as, I guess, I mean, that's from what I can get, they can't really have all that many inappropriate scenes because they're not happy with each other, so